Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm at my buddy's John Walkowitz's house, and we just got, well, earlier today we just got through seeing The Shape of Water, which is nominated for Best Picture, and nominated for like 13 Academy Awards. And also in the description, there's a great speech he gave from the Golden Globes I'm going to put in the description.
Yeah, he won the Best Director for that.
Yes, he deserves it too because he's a real visionary. And it was weird when the weather was really bad out and we were doing stuff over the holidays. They had Shape of Water play for 2 weeks and then it was gone. Now they brought it back for a couple shows, and you said they were like rotating
the Academy Award nominated movies. So.
And it was weird because we went to the theater and they didn't have the card, the title, the lobby card that's supposed to show the title was blank. It was just white. Yeah. And this girl says, "Is this The Shape of Water?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "I should say, since it was white, he should have called it The Shape of Snow."
And I said, "Well, yeah, they're too lazy to put to change out the titles." Yeah. And I can say that because I used to work in a movie theater.
And it was cool. We saw a bunch of older folks there. We were probably the youngest guys there.
Yeah, there's maybe a few younger than us, but yeah, a lot of older people, which is surprising. But then they probably grew up in that area because it seemed like it was not too long after the Russians launched the dog into space.
Yeah, set right in the 50s and stuff. There's still like prejudice and stuff like that. Yeah, well, what time did we leave off at when you said that?
Right now.
Okay. Yeah, and there was still like prejudice in the area. Yeah. And you see that in the movie. I mean, it's not like focused on, but you do see it. And you see like the TV shows that people watching, like Mr. Ed and Dobie Gillis and stuff like that. And movies. And what it is, it starts off with this girl who's mute, and she's like a cleaning lady at this experimental facility. And they bring in this creature, the sea creature.
Not like, from the Black Lagoon, no.
Yeah, not from...
or the Blue Lagoon.
And the one thing is, I bet you Universal Studios is probably kicking themselves in the butt because they're trying to start this monsters universe, just like the one with Godzilla, and then the one with the Marvel universe and DC universe. They're trying to start their own thing with their famous monsters universe. And they brought the Mummy out, and that was I had not seen the movie, so I mean, but I was heard it's a big flop. I wish they would have had. I bet you at least someone from there probably wish they would have had this for their Creature from the Black Lagoon thing.
Yeah, this was Fox Searchlight Pictures. So.
Yeah. And basically, they bring in this creature and played by Doug Jones, and we were talking about even Jeremy Johns in his review of it saying Doug Jones is like tying to like Abe Sapien from Hellboy.
Right.
Kind of like that was somewhat different.
But it's not Abe Sapien.
No, it's somewhat different. But I mean, somewhat, you might see some similarities and stuff like that, but it's really cool. I mean, it's really weird because her partner's Octavia Spencer. I think I might have pronounced her name correctly. And I mean, it starts off, it's with R-rated with nudity and a different use of the egg timer in the bathtub, but she fills the bathtub all the way up. Water goes all over the place. I don't think I'd want her in my trailer because water damage and the trailer does not go together. Completely damaged, ruined the trailer because that particle board goes to hell.
Well, yeah, this movie had everything. It had romance, humor, singing, dancing, bestiality, drama, and all sorts of things. Everything you want in a movie, just about.
I know. And violence. I mean, because like whenever he did Pan's Labyrinth, they say it's like a fairy tale, but it's a morbid fairy tale. There's lots of violence and gore in there, and there's violence and gore. I mean, it's really when I say that, but there's a decent amount of violence in there. Really effective violence because you care about the characters. What's going on. She meets this creature and she ends up falling in love with him, and she's mute, and she says like he's all alone like she feels like she is. I don't want to give away much more, but the look of the film is absolutely fantastic. Right. I mean, because with the first few frames, you immediately fall in love with the movie and get into the characters, and then it establishes the sense of humor. The bad guys, I mean...
Michael Shannon, he's a great actor. He plays a lot of bad guys. I believe he was even General Zod in Superman recently.
I mean, because it's weird because sometimes it's tough to remember everyone's names and stuff. I'd be terrible on the red carpet, doing like a red carpet thing.
You'd be like, hey, you!
Yeah, I know, or like...
Hey, what's your face?
Yeah, there are people walk by and I wouldn't know. I never liked at the Grammys and stuff like that. I knew like George Corpse Grinder Fisher, but I wouldn't know like Shaggy or something like that, or Jay-Z. Well, I know Jay-Z, but you know what I mean.
Shaggy, he's the one that walks in with the dog.
Yeah. I mean that the Mr.
Uh-oh.
Man, we're doing it again because instead of us doing reviews, we go on tangents, talk about other different stories and stuff, you know. But yeah, I really love this movie. Probably one of the best films I've ever seen, and definitely his masterpiece right next to Pan's Labyrinth. Right. I hope he wins. He deserves it. It's got nominated for a ton of what, just like Pan's Labyrinth did. It's a great movie. I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. And I was getting choked up in the movie. I mean, it was a little bit sad in parts, but mainly because I was thinking about my dad. I know my dad would have really loved this movie.
Right, like you said, there's a lot of people his age that were at the theater. We're surprised that there's a lot of elderly people. Yeah. It's like, wow. Of course, I wonder what they thought about some of the scenes.
And they were clapping at the end. And I think a couple people were tearing up. Although I heard, I think, or they were laughing, or either one. But I mean, it was really good. I mean, full on 10 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I mean, it's Del Toro finally did make it a classic horror film. But then, I mean, because I kind of figured out the beats it would take, but then it goes even that extra mile. Really fantastic stuff. Right. Fantastic look and stuff like that. So I loved it. 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh yeah, and I'd say I think I just might like Pan's Labyrinth a little bit more, but I know I'd have to go back and watch it. But we got to get back to watching some of his films because I think neither one of us saw The Orphanage, which I believe was his, but I think we've seen most everything from Cronus on up to this one.
Yeah, I didn't see. I keep wanting to say "Are You Afraid of the Dark," but was it "Are You Afraid of the Dark"?
It might be.
Or Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, or something
like that.
Yeah, on the TV movie, which I remember seeing in school a long time ago on a Sunday afternoon. I wanted to dedicate this movie to Heather Masson. It's weird because she likes the movie, but she doesn't like horror films and stuff like that. But she said she really wants to see this.
It's more of a romance than anything.
Yeah. Or magic. Magic is considered a horror, but it said magic love story. I remember those commercials in second grade. Those creeped me out with the dummy saying lay me down, and they were. I remember I got the DVD of that a long time ago, and people were calling in the station that played the commercial said, "Will you take those commercials off? They're scaring the hell out of the kids." And it was like the dummy, and it said, "Well, lay down and rest," or something like that. His eyes closed and said, "Magic love story."
You big dummy.
Oh, Sanford son. See, and then John did a joke at the station. He said he appreciated his quick wit. That he said that.
Oh yeah, it's like. We have an adopt a pet segment where different animal shelters will bring in animals to try to get people to adopt them, and it was cute because we had some nice little female dog came in. Suki was her name, and I hold out my hand for her to sniff like I do all the dogs. And you could tell she's a little scared, a little skittish, but she still came forward. This one girl who works in the newsroom, she saw the dog, saw that she was scared, goes, "Oh, you're scared." And I turned around and said, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, that was laughing. That's really funny. I didn't want to interrupt your story. I was going to go, "Suke," but that song from the Tubes, but that's actually sushi. It goes, sushi. It's actually a pretty dirty song about a girl and stuff like that. But, I mean, I really loved The Shape of Water. I almost said, I love both that and Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, I was disappointed, though, they didn't have Bruce Lee talking about how you imagine yourself as water and fill in the glass.
Well, they were going to have a G-rated version of that with Elmo from Sesame Street called The Shape of Agua. So, I really liked the movie, and I guess that's about it, wrapping it up for The Shape of Water. So.
And Jason will have to splice the two parts together, because when I was trying to adjust to hold my camera, because my arthritis, I accidentally shut off after the first half a minute.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. So you'll probably see some words of wisdom from Burp Girl at the end. So until next time, bye, please. Take care of my legion. Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Dick. Legion. Jason Callan, your YouTube channel kicks ass. Everyone should go and subscribe to Jason freaking Callan, the hot sauce king pin of them all. Yeah.